Hey everyone, Mr. Kindt here with middle school art video number 2, coloring book switch up. Before we get started, a quick sketch to get warmed up. Today's 3 items are voodoo doll, bubbling cauldron, and rubber ducky in a bubble bath. So suppose you don't want to draw today, but you have the itch to do something. What can you do? Look around the house and you might find a coloring book. You could just grab some crayons and start coloring, but I promised a switch up. Your goal here is to use this traditional coloring book page in a new way. Option number 1, don't fill with color. Instead, fill the page up with designs or shading techniques using a regular pen or pencil. Or option number 2, let's get inventive. Use what's provided on the coloring book page as a starting point, and then add your own elements to make things a little more interesting. The materials you would need for this project are a coloring book page or 2, a pencil or a pen, maybe a marker, and crayons or any media of your choice if you want to add color. I would expect this project to take about 20 to 30 minutes. When selecting your coloring book page, it might be good to be picky. In the end, I just looked through one coloring book, but flipped through it twice to find options that I thought would work. For option number 1 today, I want something basic, but has areas for me to fill in order to be creative. For this first option, I think I'll just start with pen and begin filling in areas with basic lines and shapes. And whatever comes to mind is going to be great. In the end, I found that pencil did not allow me to shade as much as I thought it would. The thin paper would only allow pretty much just one value. So what I decided to do was pick up the pen and make things darker where I thought things would look better darker. For the second option, I tried to imagine what else this page could have. I think what I'm going to do here is take this normal frog and make him look futuristic with some technology. I've also noticed that the background has a lot of empty space, so I can add anything I want to define the setting here as well. Maybe the world has changed so much that frogs had to adapt with technology in order to survive. Time to grab that pencil and start adding whatever you want. One tip to keep in mind, keep your lines light. Erasing on this type of paper is risky. It's so thin, it could tear. Now I'm going to take pretty much just a regular Sharpie marker and do some outlining. I'm tempted to use a thinner one, but then again I want to keep with the style of a normal coloring book, so I guess I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see what happens. In the end I decided thin Sharpie was okay just because the border had some thin lines. That gave me permission to feel okay about using thin lines in my drawing as well. Time to color. That's it. Now give it a try and let me know how things went. Send an email of an image of your final coloring book page switch up. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.